really is amazing all the different tools we have today to help measure our fitness levels and our overall health. We're going to have a look at some of the premier wearables on the market from Fitbit. They're one of the leaders out there right now. They've got a couple great models here that, depending on what type of fitness you want to do and what price range as well, can really help you set some goals.
You really have no excuse to not be fit these days because we have all this data that's coming right from your wrist. This over here is the Fitbit Charge 2. It's the more expensive one. It's going to retail for about $200 Canadian. And it's what you expect of a wearable. It actually has the band of a watch. The Fitbit Charge 2 has a nice OLED screen on the front, and on the side is a button allowing you to go through the different types of modes inside it. The steps you take, it also has a heart rate monitor. If I turn it around, you can see there's two little green laser beams, and that's what measures your heart rate, pretty much all day heart rate. So you're gonna get all this data. It stores into the Fitbit, but then it can move onto your smartphone after that.
Well, and that's what I like about the Fitbits, the battery life on them. This one here we'll have a look in a second as well, the Flex. They both have 5-day battery life,
yes.
So you don't have to worry about charging them all the time. But that's important with the model you have, Andy, the Charge 2. It has all sorts of different types of monitors in there. Obviously, it's got the step counters, but having the heart rate monitor, I think, is an important thing as well, because it really does give you the overall picture of how well you're doing.
Another good thing about this is they do have different modes. If you're going to go for a run, you can set it up for running, or if you're going to go for a walk. But it can actually detect what your activity is, so you don't have to manually do that. And that's a big problem I've had with other wearables, is that sometimes I go for a run, I'm like, oh, I forgot to turn it on.
Yes.
So now I'm losing all my data. It can detect based on your heart rate if you are working out, and then measure all that, and then track your performance all within the Fitbit app.
And it's nice because the bands are interchangeable as well. You can actually get some fashion bands. There's like a nice brown leather one that I really like. So, if you are going out at night, you don't have to look like a crazy fitness person. You can actually have a bit of style. The model I have in my hands is the Flex 2. This is a lot thinner. It's got the rubber band, and it can actually pop right out of the band. So you can actually put this in kind of a pendant case as well. It's much more convenient to wear. This one's nice too because it is waterproof. So if you are going to do any type of swimming, you don't have to worry about getting this wet.
It doesn't have a heart rate monitor, so that's one thing you want to take in consideration when you're trying to figure out what Fitbit is right for you. But again, it does have 5 days of battery life, and it can even alert you if you've been inactive. If you're sitting at your desk for too long, it will give you a notification to tell you that you might want to go for a little walk.
And the nice thing about the data you're talking about, Andy, it all goes right to your smartphone, whether that's an iPhone or an Android phone, into the Fitbit app. So it tracks literally everything. In here, it can actually help you set goals, but it's nice because you input everything from your weight, your height, to if you want what you're eating, and it just kind of combines that data to help you set those goals to lead a healthier lifestyle.
And we should mention, it's not just your activity, it can also track your sleep, which is very interesting because if you have other people that have Fitbits, say your partner, you can have challenges to see who has a better night's sleep, who gets more activity, and that can be a great motivating factor.
I think I win the sleep thing. Anyway, Fitbit, they've got a number of great models. This is the Flex 2 and the Charge 2. Just depending on what type of fitness goals you have, a lot of great choice there.